It is a total body, a little bit of cardio, a lot of bit of back. All right, so what you need is a tube hanging from a door or a pull-up bar. Then you need a ball, and if you don't have a ball, that's okay. You're just gonna do ball slams for pretend. Kettlebell, if you don't have a kettlebell, I have a sand bell. You can go ahead and use a dumbbell, a heavy one. And then I have, for bent over rows, 15 pounds. Reverse flies, I have 8 pounds. All right, we're gonna do this for 1 minute per. So it's about 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds. We're gonna move on to the next station. All right, get your stuff. Okay, 50 seconds of work, starting off with lat pull, bent over rows, and ball slams. 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab up high on your knees, elbows to your back pockets. Stretch all the way, shoulders down and back, shoulder blades towards the spine. Make sure you're doing a full range of motion. Thumbs to the shoulders, so they're not way down here. Just go straight down, straight up. No rotations. Straight down, straight up. Long neck. Shoulders away from the ears. And down. We got 15 more seconds left. All right. So I'm going to use my heavy dumbbells for hinge, row, stand up. All right? Hinge, row, and up. Hinge, row, up. Hinge, row, up. Try to get as close to parallel to the floor as you can. Slide those shoulder blades towards the spine. Ten more seconds. One more. All right. Ball slams or sumo. So if you don't have a ball, that's what you're doing. Keep those knees out. Out, out, out. Don't roll through your big toe. Baby toe on the ground. Oops. All right, back to lat pull. Choke up. And elbows to the back pockets. So make sure your butt's not sticking out. Keep your abs tight. Hip bones pointing forward. So the hip bones are not pointing to the floor. They're not pointing to the ceiling. Pointing straight ahead. So you have a straight line from your ears to your shoulders, to your hips to your knees. If you have tight hip flexors, this is very good for you. Really focus on squeezing that butt to keep those hips open. Shoulders down and back. Open up that chest. All right, hinge, row. Hinge, row, and up. Thirty more seconds. Push those hips back. Keep your abs tight. 10 seconds. Oh. One more. Ugh. Oof. Ball slams. And back to lat pull. All right, round 3. Woo, shoulders down, shoulder blades towards the spine, elbows towards the hips. Halfway there. All right. Hinge row. Whew. 2 more. Last one. Ball slams. This goes by really fast. All right, same rules apply. Eyes forward, chest forward, hip bones forward. Really squeeze that butt to keep your hip flexors open. Reach, stretch the lats, shoulders come down, lengthening the neck. Thumbs about by the ears. By the shoulders, I mean. These are my shoulders, not my ears. At least I hope my ears aren't that long someday. The women in my family live really long and their ears continue to grow. So, all right, hinge, row. Now, we are working on that low back. Yes, upper back is doing the movement of the weight, but the low back is holding us in place. But if you only feel it in your low back, use your abdominal muscles to support that spine. All right? Whoo! Abs tight. We're almost there. About 4 more. Two. Squeeze in, 1 more. Ball slams. Ooh. One more round. 12 minutes down, 3 to go. Thumbs to the shoulders, hip bones forward. Abdominal muscles tight still. If you feel your low back, it's because you're sticking out your butt. Keep your abs tight. Perfect posture. Ears over shoulders, over hips, over knees. Long neck. Shoulders away from the ears. Thumbs to the top of the shoulders. Not in front. And hinge, row, release, and up. One more. Yeah. Whew. Last round of ball slams. All right. Excuse me. You need to move. Over here. Poppy, over here. Come here. There we go. Okay, so we have pull-over, tube up high. Then we have reverse fly, lightweight, kettlebell swing. You could use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. Doesn't matter if it's made of metal or sand like mine. Let me go ahead and set our clock. 5 rounds again. Come on. 5-second countdown. Bring those fingers all the way to your knees. Abs tight. Stick your hips out. We're bent over at about a 45-degree angle. And big stretch overhead. Stretch and then lengthen the neck. Stretch and down. Again, abs are tight to help out, holding that spine steady. Don't make your back do all the work. Don't make your abs do all the work. Make them work together. 10 more seconds. Whew. All right. So same thing with your reverse flies. We're going to do hinge, fly, release, and up. Bend over all the way, fly, and up. So my hands are straight out to the side. I am trying to get to parallel to the ground. Our pullovers were 45-degree angle-ish, and now I'm trying for parallel. Pretty darn close. My arms are straight out to the side, so underneath my shoulders when I release, by my hips when I come up. All right, got about 3 more. And swing. So, pick it up right underneath your heels, or right between your heels. Take your time, getting it up to height. You practice swings just to get your momentum. Try not to squat. On our squat, for our sumo squat or ball slam, really push those knees out, same thing, but keeping those knees relatively straight. It's all about the hinge and the hips. Woo. All right. Round 1, moving on. My favorite stretching part is my favorite. Overhead stretch, then touch the knees. All right, 15 seconds. Oh. I don't know how I'm going to do 5 rounds. My lats are in fuego. Eh. Ay, ay, ay. I was thinking I should have grabbed our red band. Good thing I did not. Again, abs tight. Try to get as close to parallel to the floor as you can. Thank you, pal. 2 more. Last one. Oh. All right. Kettlebell swing. Again, think of this more as a deadlift, whereas the ball slam was more of a sumo squat. Really focus on that hinge in the hips. Push the knees out. I'm still on that baby toe, externally rotating that femur, just like in a squat. Almost there. Round 3. All right. Again, my favorite part is that stretch. Don't skip it. Don't cut yourself short. Biceps to your ears. Now, keep that spine in a fixed position. Abs tight to help your low back. Make them work together. 15 seconds. I didn't see the 0. All right, so hinge, reverse fly. Halfway. One more. All right. Swing. Again, really pushing those hips back like in a deadlift. All right, let's do it. This goes by really fast though. Spoke too soon. 15 seconds. Ooh. Ooh. Yay, yay. Oh, my lats. Oh, my lats. Oh, my gosh. Can reverse fly. Remember to come all the way up. Whew. All the way down. I think my hamstrings are going to be just as sore as my back. Tomorrow. 10 seconds. Let's do one more. Oh. And kettlebell. My least favorite activity, which means I must really mean it. Five more. Must have started really late. Okay, last round. So excited. Uh, 15 seconds. 3 more. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, reverse fly. Halfway. Two more. All right. Thank goodness. Last round of swings. more. Water. So, on your hands and knees, let's do some cat and cow. Right here. Ears, shoulders, hips, straight line. Okay? So make sure you're not here to start with. Here, and you're not here to start with. Push that rib cage up. Good. Shine the taillights back. Ears, shoulders, hips in a straight line. Now let's break that line. Chin to chest. Tuck the tailbone under. Draw the belly button in like you're sucking spaghetti through that belly button. Chin to chest. Okay. Separate your shoulder blades. Push the ground away with the heels of your hands. Now bring it to neutral. Lengthen through the neck. Now look up to the sky. Top of the head, tip the tailbone to the sky. Now notice I'm not collapsed in my rib cage. This is collapsed. So this is not a resting position. Pushing the ground away, and I'm physically using the muscles of my spine to lift that tailbone and head up. Reverse. Neutral, chin to chest. Separate the shoulder blades. Push the ground away. Be active. And neutral. And up. Tip of the tailbone, top of the head, up. Keep pushing the ground away with the heels of the hands. And neutral. Sit back, child's pose. Take both hands over to the right, stretching the left side of your torso. Center, and then switch sides. Center. Extend your arms forward, spread your fingers, round your palms, come on up to your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Push your rib cage through the arms, open up the chest, tail lights up to the sky. Walk your heels out, right and left, lengthening your calves. Both heels downward, tail lights up, and then heels up. Heels down, heels up, heels down, heels up, and plank. Rotate the inside of your elbows forward. Now, push the ground away. Ears in line with the shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Make sure your bottom is not sticking up. Get it in line with the spine. So, my abs are tight. My glutes are tight. My arms are strong. They're tight. I'm pushing the ground away. It's not a resting position. Continue to rotate the inside of your elbows forward. Push that ground away. Strong rib cage. All those muscles in shoulder girdle. Pushing away, abs tight. Now point your toes so you're on the tops of your shoes and upward facing dog. Push the ground away. Try to get your thighs off the floor and look up towards the sky. Knees down, push back, child's pose. Take your left arm, thread it under your right arm. Take your right arm and bring it across so that your elbows cross one another, and then just lean forward, forehead to the ground. Left hand forward, thread that right arm a little bit more, palms to the sky, rotate underneath that armpit. Left arm across. And forehead down. Untangle your arms, child's pose. Lengthen the arms as far as you can. Spread your fingers around your palms. Come on up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Taillights up to the sky. Walk those heels out right and left. And both heels downward, taillights up. Heels up and plank, rotate the inside of your elbows forward. And again, practice that perfect plank. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles in alignment. Head is not down, you should not be able to see your toes. Rib cage, push away from the floor. Tailbone should be pointing to your heels. Abdominal muscles tight. Draw that belly button in. Now rotate the inside of your elbows forward. You see how it's rotated? So the eyes of your elbows forward. Bend the elbows to your waist. Chaturanga. And swoop, upward facing dog. Don't let your thighs touch the ground. Keep pushing away. And knees down, push back, child's pose. Grab your towel, slide it forward, puppy dog pose. Chin or forehead down. Really lengthen the arms underneath the armpits, stretch your lats. And sit back, child's pose. Spread those fingers, ground your palms, lengthen those arms. On your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Right heel up to the sky, pushing the left heel downward. Now open your hips to the right. Flex the foot, lift the heel to the sky. Spread your toes, wiggle the toes. Keep opening the hips, rotating the belly button towards the sky. Point the toes, lift the leg higher. Bend the knee. With your right foot, toes reaching towards your left elbow, like you're falling over backwards. Toes to the sky. Plank. Right knee touches the inside of your left elbow. And up, toes to the sky. Open up your hips. Open, open, open. Lift that leg up as high as you can. Squeeze that right butt cheek as tight as you can. And bend the knee. Toes reaching for the outside of your left elbow. Again, like you're going to fall over. Feel the stretch across the front of your right hip flexor, quadricep, and obliques. Toes to the sky. Squeeze that bottom tight. Plank. Bring that knee towards your chin. Shoulders over the hands. Draw that belly button in. Don't let your toes touch the floor. And back up to the sky. Open up your hips. Squeeze that right cheek a little tighter. Lift that leg a little higher. And bend. Toes reaching for the outside of your left elbow. And toes to the sky. Plank, right knee, right elbow. Now see if you can slide that knee up towards your shoulder and hold. Down dog, toes to the sky. Bend the knee, reaching around. Toes to the sky. Now, right knee between your hands and stretch. So try to get your right heel to touch your left hip bone. You need to adjust your foot, that's okay. All right, around those hands, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Other side. Push, push, push. Left heel comes up. Now open your hips to the left. I'm going to turn around and face you. Open. Point the toes and lift even higher. Squeeze those glutes tight and then open your hips, rotating belly button towards the sky. And then bend the knee. Left foot reaching for the outside of your right knee. Keep that left knee high to the sky. And toes up to the sky. Plank, opposite elbows knee. So touch across, abs tight, left foot off the floor, With your hands, push the ground away, no sagging in the shoulders. And toes back up to the sky. Open up those hips. And bend the knee, reaching around. Open up the hip flexors, obliques, quadriceps, and toes straight up to the sky. Bring the knees towards the chin, plank. Toes back up to the sky, open those hips. Bend the knee, reach around. Toes to the sky. And same elbow as knee, plank. See if you can slide it up towards your shoulder. And toes back up to the sky. Open up the hips. Squeeze the bottom tight. Lift that toe high. And then bend, keeping the knee up to the sky. Toes reach around. And then toes back up to the sky. As high as you can lift. Knee between the hands and stretch. So again, trying to get opposite hip bone on heel. If you need to sit and move your foot with your hands, that's okay. Right foot, tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Round those palms. And down. Heels up high. Plank. Hello, piggy. And point the toes. Upward facing dog. Don't touch the ground. Speaking of dogs. Knees down, push back. Child's pose. All right, we're moving on. On your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Right heel up to the sky, and swing right between the hands. So if it didn't get there nice and easy, that's okay. Put your knee down, move it forward, that's totally fine. Try to stack your knee directly over the ankle, and try to straighten that back knee as best you can. Hands on the thighs. Hands in prayer. Up overhead. Hands come down. Straighten that front leg. And repeat. Down. Thighs. Prayer. Overhead. Circle around. Straighten the knees. And last time. Down. Hands on the thighs. Hands in prayer. Up. Circle around. And push back. Now, bring your hands forward. Turn your toes towards me and center hang. Stretch. Take it to the other side. And drop down. Knee over the ankle. Press. Ribcage up. Hands in prayer. Arms up overhead. Circle around. down, and push back. Repeat, knees come down. Hands on the thigh. Hands in prayer. Reach it up. Open. And push back. One more time. Take it down. Hands on the thighs. In prayer. Up overhead. Circle around. And push back. Lock it center. And hang. Go ahead and take your right foot, turn the toes out. Put your right hand on that thigh, left hand to the sky, and look at that left hand. Push your hips back as you slide all the way down. Fingertips to your shoelaces. Now that shoulder, bring it back. Pull that shoulder back. Hand directly up to the sky. If you can't see your hand, it's too far back. Now, using that right heel, push the ground away, come up to a standing position, and I'm still looking at that left hand. Now turn, look at your right hand, bend that front knee into a warrior pose. Open that knee up, don't let it roll forward. Keep opening as you look into it. And again, with that front heel, push. Hand on the thigh. Look at your left. Slide down as you push your hips back. Push, push, push. Hold it here. See if you can go to the ground. And again, digging through the ground with that front right heel. Push down and come up. Push to come up. Turn your head and lunge. See if you can go a little bit deeper this time. Get that baby toe on the ground, open up that knee. And with that right heel, push the ground away. Right hand on the thigh, look at your left, slide down, pushing those hips down. Push those hips back, back, back. See if you can take that hand to the ground. Last one. That right heel, push the ground away, up. Turn your head, look to the right, and go even lower this time. And come on up. And toes go forward, switch sides. Turn those toes out. Good. So, same hand as foot, my toes are out. Take that right hand to the sky, look at it. As you slide down that left leg, push those hips back. Push, 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 push. See if you can get to your shoelaces. Keep your eyes on that arm that's up high. Bring that right shoulder back. Make sure you're not leaning forward. Now, that left heel is going to dig through the floor. As you come up, look at your right hand. Up. Now turn your head, look to the left, and lower. So don't try to move that head around while your body's moving. Wait till you come to a complete stop. Baby toe down, knee is open. Use that butt cheek to open up that leg. Now, use that left heel, push to stand. Hand down, and look at the right. Slide all the way down, see if you can find the ground. Shoelaces to the ground. Now that left heel is going to dig through the floor. Keep your eyes on the right hand as you come up. Now turn. Look to your left. Bend a little deeper this time. Again, keeping that baby toe down, knee is open. Squeezing, cheek tight. And with that left heel, push. Hands down. Look. Slide. Again, see if you can take it to the floor. And left heel push. Come on, up. Turn. Last time, as low as you can go. Left heel push, come up, and toes forward. All right, down to our knees again. Child's pose. Let's take it all the way down to our stomach. Take your left hand out, 10 o'clock. Bend your right knee and roll over, open up that chest. Hi, Poppy. Switch sides. Right hand 2 o'clock. Bend and roll. Center. Push back, child's pose. And go ahead, sit on your bum. Bottom of your feet together. Grab your ankles, nose to your toes. Line up. Bring your knees together, hands by your hips. Bring one leg up at a time into a tabletop position. Grab onto your thighs and balance. Bottom of your feet together, nose to your toes. Moving on. So if that was a challenge for you, you're going to stay there the whole time. Hands by the hips. One leg up at a time. Hold on. So if you need to hold on here the whole time, you just stay right there. I'll come back for you. One leg up. The other leg up. One leg down, the other leg down, and bottom of your feet together, nose to your toes. And up, hands by the hips. Again, one leg up at a time. Grab on, let go. And see if you can get 2 legs up. And bend. And nose to the toes. Still moving on. Up. Shins. Grab. Let go. Extend. Now just your low back. Bring it to the floor. Flatten out your abdomen. Draw your belly button in. Pushing that low back down. And then come back up. Bend those knees and nose to your toes. Knees together. We are still adding on. Legs up, one at a time. Grab on. Extend. Toes up. Low back. Now, arms overhead. So at whatever level you call uncle, that's what you hold until I come back for you. I'll always come back. Hands, up, knees, and nose to the toes. So when you reach your limits, you don't get to rest, sit, and wait for me to come back. You have to hold that position until I come back for you. You can do it. Up. Okay, this is our last one. Up. Grab on. Let go. Toes up. Take it down. Arms overhead. And hollow rock. And hold it low. Arms come forward, all the way up. Bend the knees, and nose to your toes. And that was the last one. All right, all the way down on your back. On your back, hands by your hips, lift those hips up as high as you can, squeeze those buttons tight, tuck your shoulders under, open up the chest, dig those heels into the ground, lifting the hips higher, bringing the rib cage closer to your chin. Release the hands, slowly lower one vertebrae at a time. Now bring your knees to your chest, one leg at a time. And rock and roll your knees side to side. Don't touch the floor. Shoulder blades, stay grounded. Shoulder blades, stay grounded. Don't let them pop up. One more. Center, one leg at a time. Lower. Hands by the hips and up. Lace the fingers together, tuck. Dig with those heels, lift, squeeze, and hold. And release the hands. Lower the back, one vertebrae at a time. Bring the knees up, one leg at a time. Now, extend your right leg to the sky. Take your right foot to your left hand. And then bring it back to center. Switch. Left foot to the right hand. Up. Switch. Keeping those shoulders grounded, side to side. Switch. Switch, last two. Switch, one more. And down, 1 foot at a time. Hands by the hips. Lift the hips up, this is our last round. Lace those fingers, tuck the shoulders, dig with the heels, squeeze the buns. Chin towards the chest, or chest towards the chin. Slowly lower, 1 vertebrae at a time. And this time, we're going to take both feet up to the sky. Okay, so both legs over to the right. Up. And then both legs over to the left. Shoulder blades, stay grounded. Two more. And center, bend those knees. Hold on to your kneecaps, circle them to the right. Reverse, circle them to the left. Hold it center. Rock and roll, chin to your chest. And come up to a seated position. Crisscross applesauce. Sitting up nice and tall. Grab those shins, inhale, look up, open up the throat. Exhale, chin and chest, separate the shoulder blades. One more time, inhale, up. And exhale. And neutral. Circle shoulders backwards for 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath up. Out. Big social distance hug. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.